Greetings to all. Welcome to Future Officers Academy. Today we are going to see the daily current affairs of June 27. Today we are going to deal the topics of silicosis, NATO, Bannerghatta National Park and 5G spectrum auction. These are the topics we are going to see today. Our first topic is about silicosis. First, silicosis is a part of the pneumoconiosis family of disease. Which family? Pneumoconiosis family of diseases. It is a long-term lung disease caused by inhaling large amounts of crystalline silica dust, usually over many years. Now, what are the challenges to this treatment have been seen? Silicosis usually develops after being exposed to silica for 10 to 20 years or even occur after only a few months of very heavy exposure. The symptoms usually take many years to develop, so identifying and treating are challenging. The symptoms can also continue to get worse even if someone is no longer exposed. Now, what does the Rajasthan model have been done for the silicosis prevention? It is notified that silicosis as an epidemic in 2015 under the Rajasthan Epidemic Disease Act 1957, a formal pneumoconiosis policy in 2019. Silicosis portal hosted by the Department of Social Justice and Empowerment. A symptom of worker self-registration and diagnosis through district level pneumoconiosis board have been done. Compensation from the District Mineral Foundation Trust funds to which mine workers have been contributed. Mine owners have been contributed. In just 2 years, the state has certified and compensated over 25,000 patients of silicosis, of which 5,500 have already died of this disease. Now, what are all the flaws seen in this system? In the mining sector alone, none of the silicosis cases diagnosed has been notified by mine owners, nor are the cases reported by the examining doctors to the Directorate General of Mine Safety, Ministry of Labour and Employment. They are legally required to report according to Section 12 of the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code, that is OSHWC code by 2020, but only 10 to 20% of the over 33,100 mining leases and quarry licenses in Rajasthan are DGMs of registered. Now we have to know about what are the measures of this. State government should use their powers to prevent the impacts of the workers. The guidelines is such as the related state departments in close dialogue with the DGMs must draw up detailed guidelines for district-wise health surveys. The state rules must ensure that the health checks are provided to all workers in all establishments irrespective of age. The state advisory board along with technical committees must be quickly constituted with the workers and their representatives having a say in them. Now, under the local manufacturers, they must be incentivized to innovative and develop low-cost dust supervision and wet drilling mechanisms. These could either be subsidized or provided free of cost to the mine owners. Existing prototypes must be tested and scaled up. DMFT funds, there are both underutilized and spent an entirely ad hoc manner. The haphazard allocation for non-mine worker related expenditure must be replaced by the streamlined and accountable system. Mine workers should benefit from clearly defined budget heads. Example, prevention including innovation fund and subsidy for wet drilling equipment, disability compensation, solitium, administrative expenses. For all this materialize, bringing worker employer identification on the record is crucial. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is about NATO. NATO is nothing but a Western security alliance founded on April 4, 1949 with 12 founding members such as Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, and the United Kingdom, and finally the United States. They signed the Washington Treaty, which gets its power from Article 51 of the United Nations Charter. which reaffirms the inherent right of independent states to individual or collective defense. This was deemed necessary in 1949 amid the Cold War rivalry between the USSR and the US over ideological and economic superiority. It is their establishment and history. Now, who are all the members in this NATO? Currently, we have to see the original is 12 members, including Greece and Turkey in 1952. Next is the Western Germany in 1955, Spain in 1982, the Republic, the Czech Republic, the Hungary and Poland in 1999, Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Slovakia and Slovenia in 2004. Albania and Croatia have been member of 2009, and then Montenegro in 2017, North Macedonia in 2020, Finland in 2023, and finally Sweden in 2024. NATO has expanded since its founding with new member countries joining in multiple rounds. The alliance currently consists of 32 member countries. Now, what are the structure of the NATO? It has both political and military. Also, with that, integrated military forces also have been within NATO. In political leadership, the North Atlantic Council serves as a NATO principal political decision making body composed of ambassadors from all countries. The military command structure is NATO military command structure includes strategic commands, example, Allied Command Operations responsible for operational planning and execution, as well as regional commands and force headquarters. The integrated military force says that NATO maintains integrated military force, allowing member countries to contribute personnel and assets to collective defense efforts under the NATO command. Now, what are all the challenges seen by NATO in current days? In the name of defending its member states, NATO went on to become the offensive. Over the last 7 decades, it has initiated or participated in more than 250 military conflicts worldwide, including 21 major wars, the bombing of Yugoslavia, the invasion of Iraq, the dilapidation of Libya, the military interference in Syria, and failed efforts to combat terrorism in Afghanistan are the most prominent among the numerous case points. Five waves of the alliance expansion since 1991 and its role in the transformation of Ukraine in a battleground against Russia have become threats of all time. NATO, while proclaiming its peaceful stand, going to war, threatening to attack any state that refuses to accept the liberal rules-based order is concerning. This sets a notion that NATO is continuation of colonial practices in a modern form under the slogans of democracy, human rights, and freedom as prescribed by the Euro-Atlantic rulers. A new way of the bloc expansionism can be seen in NATO attempts to extend its responsibility over the entire Eastern Hemisphere in the Euro-Atlantic and Indo-Pacific regions. The US has been creating interministerial formats such as AU, KUS, US, Japan, South Korea, Turkey, etc. So that's all from the NATO topic. Our next topic is about Bannerghatta National Park. It is located near Bangalore, that is in Karnataka, in the hills of Anekal Range. It was founded in 1971. The park was given the status of national park in 1974. In 2002, a portion of the park became a biological reserve, the Bannerghatta Biological Park. It is the first biological park in India to have a fenced forested elephant sanctuary. In 2006, India's first butterfly enclosure was inaugurated at this park. In this, we have seen a river, Suvarmukhi stream. The main source of water for the animals of the park runs through the center of the park. It also acts as an important corridor for the elephants migrating from Eastern Ghats to the Western Ghats. Here, vegetation is in three types. The vegetation that can be found are dry deciduous scrub forest, southern tropical dry deciduous forest, and southern tropical moist mixed forest. These are the vegetation found here. Here, flora includes such as Narcissus latifolia and such other sandalwood, neem, tamarind, bamboo, and eucalyptus are seen largely. Here, fauna is prime habitat for several species, including the endangered Asian elephant, Indian gaur, tiger, sambar deer, spotted deer, leopard, wild dog, wild pig, sloth bear, common mongoose, pangolin, slender loris, black-napped hare, etc. are seen in fauna. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is about 5G spectrum auction. Under this 5G spectrum auction, we have to know about airwaves and spectrum. Airwaves are radio frequencies within the electromagnetic spectrum that can carry information wirelessly for a range of services, including telecommunications. The government manages and allocates airwaves to companies or sectors for their use. The government auctions a fixed amount of spectrum within specified bands to be utilized by operators for providing communication services to consumers. There are three types of spectrum have been found, that is lower band spectrum, the mid band spectrum, and the third is the high band spectrum. These are the three types of spectrum seen. Now what the spectrum do telecom companies to require? According to GSM Association, for telecom purposes, the spectrum in 400 megahertz to 4 gigahertz range is the most optimum. And also with the spectrum allocation only done through the auction. Spectrum is considered to be a scarce natural resource ordered by the top court to be allocated through the fair and impartial process in auction. At first, case originated in 2008. The alleged 2G spectrum allocation scam is said to have originated in 2008 when then the government sold 122 2G licenses on a first come first serve basis to the specific telecom operators. In its charge sheet filed in April 2011, the CBI alleged that there was a loss of nearly 30,000 crore to Excard as a result of discrepancies in the allocation process. So, there are repetition of many cases. An intense spectrum auction for radio waves. Currently, the Department of Telecommunication has initiated the spectrum auction. The Ministry of Communications announced that the following spectrum bands will go up for bidding in the upcoming auction. The 1,300 MHz band to 26 band are seen as suitable bands for 5G services. Total quantum of spectrum being auctioned in various bands valuing and many cores at a reserve price. So that's all from our today's topic. To read this document, you can visit our website. Our website link have been provided in the description. To get more daily current affairs videos, follow our YouTube channel, also our Telegram channel. Thank you.